Okay, so every single day I get at least like 10 DMs of you guys showing me a video and being like, would this video be able to be monetized? And in this video, I'm gonna answer this question. I'm also gonna explain to you why this is kind of a clown question to ask. Because even if I had the time to respond to literally every single DM that I got, this is one that I just don't wanna waste my time on. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why. And if you're wondering if my content is monetizable or not, I'm gonna go over what actually is monetizable and isn't, with the caveat that the question itself isn't even necessarily answerable. So firstly, when people ask, is this video monetizable? Like, why is that a clown question? It's a clown question because I don't fully know. Like on my channel, and by the way, I'm fully transparent about channels that I own and how much they make. So this one's made $4,000 in the past 28 days and an extra $5.7 thousand when you add in music royalties. So over $10,000 in the past 28 days. This very channel has gotten hit by YouTube saying that our content isn't transformative. But when YouTube hits you with this, they will demonetize you because they will say that your content does not abide by the content reuse policy. But right after that, you'll actually have a chance to appeal and say why your content is actually transformative. And this has happened to me multiple times. And every time they've given me the content reuse policy, I've won my appeal. And the reason is because this isn't an easy question of whether your content is or isn't transformative. It's actually more about whether you can make a good argument to an actual human behind the YouTube review team of why your content is transformative. Now, luckily, when YouTube says that you didn't abide by the reuse content, they tell you what you can do and what's allowed to monetize and what's transformative and what isn't. So use this as a guideline, but understand that nothing either is or isn't transformative. It actually all depends on the appeal video and the argument that you can make to YouTube on why your content is transformative. And if you can make a good argument, regardless of what your video actually looks like, if you can just get the person at the YouTube review team to believe that your content is transformative, then you will likely win your appeal and be able to be monetized. That's what happened to me every single time. So I'll go through this and then I'll look at a couple different niches that you guys have sent me and apply this framework to understanding if there's a strong argument that these types of content styles would abide by the content reuse policy. So firstly, things that are transformative and that you can monetize. So firstly, a funny or thoughtful revision of content that you didn't originally create. Secondly, clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. So you can't just steal, you have to actually give a critical review on the content. 3, a scene from a movie where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover. 4, replays of a sports tournament where you explain what a competitor did to succeed or fail. You can't just replay the sports tournament, you need to actually add some element of transformation. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video. This would slide just fine. Edited footage from other creators where you add a storyline or commentary. If you just take with nothing added to it, then this is just not abiding by content reuse. Then onto the don'ts. So what you can't do is just post short videos you compiled from other social media websites. You need to actually add something like a storyline or commentary. 2, collections of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission. So you can't just rank a bunch of songs and then expect to get monetized. 3, clips of moments from your favorite show edited together with little or no narrative. 4, content uploaded many times by other creators. You can't just repost other people's content, obviously. And then 5, promotion of other people's content. So you can't just promote Logan Paul's content and then monetize off of it, even if they tell you, yeah, you're allowed to promote my stuff. You have to add something more to it. Now, what does this actually look like in practice? It's debatable, but I'll show you some channels that I know for a fact are monetized and are a little bit within the gray area. And then I'll ask my Discord for some requests and actually take a look at their channels. So first of all, let me look at my channel to begin with. So this channel is taking other clips from the internet, but you can see here the text is adding a completely new storyline. And this is what we argued in our appeal video to the content reuse policy. So all of this text that's being added and all of this organization of the clips is actually completely changing the story and adding a new storyline and commentary on top of the original clips that we're taking from. So YouTube allowed this, which makes sense because this is genuinely transforming the content. Another channel that I'm friends with the owner of, and I know for a fact is monetized, is this one, Income Infinity. And in his appeal video, he basically explained how it takes tons of time to actually find this B-roll and add the color of the text that's either going to be red or green based on whether it's positive or negative. And overall, he adds so much to the video that it's actually completely transforming what the original person in the video, or Mr. Beast in this case, is actually saying. This is a little more in a gray area to me, but it still ended up sliding, so we know that something like that could work. So I'm literally gonna go on my Discord right now and at everyone, over 5,000 people in here, saying, I'm recording a video right now on content that either is or isn't monetizable, so please send me some YouTube shorts that you wanna know if it's monetizable or not, and I'll review it in the video. So boom, and let's see what people send. Okay, so already within 1 minute, we got a bunch of people responding. So that's one reason I love this Discord Discord, you guys actually respond quickly and do the requests that I asked, so this is awesome. But anyway, let's take a look at some of these videos. So here's the first one that someone linked, so let's watch this one.
Do you have any relationship with your father? Talk about your mom.
What's that? What's a father?
Do you have any
Okay, so my opinion is that I think it would be really hard to put in an appeal video and say that this should be able to be monetized because there's really not much transformative about this. Now, with something like this video, there's a lot actually being added to the video that actually help it make more sense. Like this B-roll is helping the viewer understand the video and make sense of what Mr. Beast is saying. But with this one, the only thing that's being added is captions and maybe background music, I guess. So I think it would be hard to put in an appeal and say this has an important transformation on the video. So I doubt you would be able to monetize it, but it's possible. Okay, let's go to the next video. So we have a football edits person. Let's see this. Okay, he has a lot of subs. So let's look at this recent one with 1.3 mil views. So 1-0, 1-2. I assume he's talking about the score. Okay, so just an edit of the score of how much each team's won by, I guess. Now, this is a little bit harder to say. Obviously, he is just completely stealing clips from different sports, but he is adding his own commentary in a sense. The commentary isn't that he's actually talking or voiceovering anything, but he's giving context to the clip by saying like, the score was 1-0 and now the score is 1-2, and this team actually won. So I think there's a better argument to be made in this video that you are actually transforming the content than there is in this video, because you're actually adding more context to the original clip by saying how the scores changed. Now again, this would be a little bit of a difficult argument because you'd have to say, oh well, you know, I've included the context by just putting the scores like this, even though I didn't actually talk or explain anything. But I think if you did the appeal video right, you could maybe try to come up with a way of how this is indeed monetizable. But again, this falls into a pretty hard gray area, and it's hard for me to know for sure whether you would be able to monetize with this. So I'm gonna give it like 5 out of 10 chance that you can monetize this type of content. Okay, now we have Minecraft. Recorded this video, then yeah, this would be transformative because, well, it's not taking anyone's content. This is genuine original content. So yeah, that should be no problem. And I'll just look at one more here. So we have car shorts. Let's see this. Try not to laugh.
His car fails because at number 3, I think he is forgetting something.
Ridiculous. Who does that? Oh my God.
And at number 2, she...
Okay, so I would say that this is transformative. You can see he's adding in the text and the commentary to the original clips, which is, I think, sufficiently changing it according to YouTube's policies. So if I keep playing this.
At number 2, she almost had it.
Oh, so close.
There's the commentary, and then if I keep going, there's gonna be more commentary. Let's see.
At number 1, I think it's raining a little.
Yep, so he says at number 1, I think it's raining a little. So yep, he's giving the context here, and that's all he needs to do. Based on what I know, this should be monetizable because he's adding his own transformation. If he gets hit with the content reuse, he should have a strong argument of why his shorts should be transformative enough and are actually adding something and should be able to be monetized. So I hope this helps clear things up for you guys on when something is monetizable versus when it is not on YouTube. It really just has to be transformative enough. And you can go to that stuff at the beginning of this video where it showed exactly what counts and what doesn't count. And I hope me going over these specific examples helped you guys better understand like what chance you have at winning a content reuse demonetization. But I want to emphasize regardless that you never know for sure whether you will or will not be able to win your content appeal. So do not rely on the fact that you will win, especially if you're in a kind of gray area like a video like this or something. And I hope you now understand why you're being a clown when you ask me, is this monetizable? Because I can't answer yes or no to this. I have to give my opinion based on how strong of an appeal video I think that you would be able to make and defend that it's transformative, whether it actually even is or not. So I hope that all makes sense. My mission with this channel is to remove all gatekeeping from making money online. And so if you support that mission, you could subscribe, or the best way to support that mission is to literally do it yourself. Like join my Discord, first link in the description, and drop your best money-making sauce completely for free. Just try for a week being fully transparent and not gatekeeping anything surrounding money and just see what happens. Because I guarantee you, you'll actually start attracting the type of person that you want to attract, and you'll be able to work with them and grow like crazy compared to if you were just gatekeeping everything to yourself. Anyways, I hope that video makes sense. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and peace.